What's up everyone, and welcome back to Pokémon Zeta and Omicron. I have not been looking forward to taking on this episode because this gym right here is pretty dang tough. I've done a couple of practices of it, and honestly, I haven't gotten to the gym leader. It's very tough, but we'll see if we can succeed now or fail miserably with the powers of Dingus, who is now happy to travel with us. But that is not the only reason I have been dreading this episode, because of that gym being pretty difficult, but also because I took a look through the comments and whatnot, and obviously a lot of you guys are upset about Loki being replaced on the team, which is why I have to tell you guys some news, in that Loki is actually still on the team. It's just that he's using his illusion ability as a Zoroark. If you guys don't know, Zoroark can actually make himself look like other Pokemon, or even humans, as shown in the Zoroark movie. Zoroark turns into Ash Ketchum. So Zoroark is actually pretending to be Lapras, so he's still very much on the team. If you guys have ever seen the Avengers or the Thor movies, you know that Loki, the Norse god in those movies, he pretends to be some other people. So in this case, Loki the Zoroark is pretending to be Poseidon, another god, which is actually a point that I wanted to bring up, which I never thought of, but my friend Luke brought up that Poseidon is also a god of mythology, except they're of opposite mythologies, or I don't know if they're opposites, but at least in this universe, Zeta and Omicron, of course we have Team Olympus and Team Asgard. Loki is an Asgardian god, and Poseidon here is an Olympian god. So I thought it was really cool and totally not planned at all, because I had no idea that Lapras would have the nickname Poseidon. Plus I didn't even have to nickname Loki Loki, so I thought it was really cool and kind of coincidental. Anyway, I'm gonna go real quick through the moves that we have here, because we have a bunch of level ups as well as a bunch of move updates. So first off, Rain Dance gonna be very helpful in that gym, since we saw the sun is very strong in that gym. I've also given Poseidon the Damp Rock, so this Pokemon is primed and ready to take on this fire gym. Hopefully it comes through. The switch was worth it. Oh, what am I talking about? Loki. This is still Loki. Hopefully Loki can come through in this gym just like he did in the last one. Dingus is the other new addition to the team. And a lot of people have been telling me, man, why are you using Stunfisk? Well, why are you using a Stunfisk? Why didn't you get rid of him for Lapras? But as you guys may not know, Stunfisk is one of my favorite Pokemon ever, and I've never gotten to use one in a playthrough, so I thought this would be a good chance to show it off and see if it's actually terrible or not. He's got some decent moves, I would say. Scald can be pretty helpful. I don't know if it'll be that good in a fire gym per se, because you can't really burn fire types, but I mean, who am I to say? Also, this is Loki. We're riding on Loki. This entire time when we've been using the instant Lapras, it's actually been Loki pretending to be Poseidon all along, and it's just you guys didn't catch on to that. So now hopefully that is cleared up and we can have continue with this game, I guess. Or yeah. Hey there, champ in the making. You are nearly at the end. The Caspian City Gym is the very last one. Water, ground, and rock types will surely help you out. So we've got two of those. We've got water and we've got ground. The only unfortunate thing about Stunfisk, I noticed he's an electric type, but he's also a ground type. So against water types, he does not do the best, but thankfully this is a fire gym, so we'll see how he does, honestly. Years of hiking can't prepare you for battle in a fire gym. The battles are red hot. So what are you doing in this gym if you're a hiker and you say that you don't like the, you know, I don't know, man. Zex, so let's show you what we got. I was gonna say show me what you got, but let's show you what I got. I'm looking at the audio, and it might be a little bit louder than usual, so I apologize if it is. It's just for some reason my microphone keeps resetting every single time I go to record a video. If for some freaking reason resets, I don't know. Dingus is already taking quite a lot of damage here, so we are not going to keep him in. Instead, we're going to send out Mr. Egg, who has also received a little bit of an update, and is going to be like our third man here in this gym. I think Mai may also be a good factor for this gym. Gosh, we are getting wrecked. These guys are way higher level than us, and I decided I shouldn't train up anymore. I'm guessing that the gym leader is going to be a huge trouble for us, but you know what? Let's see how Poseidon does. Mr. Egg has a couple of new moves that I was going to show off just now, but turns out we're not going to, because we already, what's it called? We took it out because Rapidash took itself out, basically. But yeah, the Raging Sun is going on in this gym, so I gave Poseidon Rain Dance plus that Damp Rock. Oh my goodness. All right. Loki, Poseidon, whatever you want to call it, definitely proving that he is gonna be a great asset in this gym. You know, being a half ice type and all, very resistant to that fire typing. We have Air Slash on Mr. Egg now. That's the new thing that I wanted to update you guys on. And with that Serene Grace ability, you know, we may just have to hacks our way through this gym. Hacks and slash our way, that is. Air Slash, haha, that's a joke. Alright. So, things are not looking too good so far. Poseidon is already down in the first Pokemon that he takes on. But you know what? We just gotta believe, man. We gotta believe. And if we don't believe, I'm really hungry right now. That's another thing. So that might be a factor in our defeat at the hands of this gym. Also, Rock Sliding Macargos, they might be a little bit of a factor. Alright, let's hit him with a return and see how much that does. I'm pretty sure Air Slash, oh, why did I do that? I have no idea. Now we're gonna die. But, yeah, Air Slash, I got rid of Fly, obviously. That was the move that we had before. Just because it is a special move, it's got that flinching capability. So overall, I think Air Slash is just one of the better moves that Togekiss can even get in its move pool overall. If you guys ever see a one of them in competitive play, you'll see one with Air Slash most likely, or Aura Sphere. Air Slash and Aura Sphere sometimes combo too. Speaking of Aura Sphere, I updated Lilu as well. And yeah, for today's episode, I'm just going to take on the gym, so I'm not going to worry about how long it might take or how long all these battles might be. I'm just going to focus on trying to beat this gym. As I said, it's going to be pretty tough, especially since we just saw Poseidon get taken out by the first Pokemon he took on. It's quite unfortunate. It was a physical attacker though, and Poseidon has a lot better special defense, so let's just hope that the gym leader has some more physical Pokemon, or sorry, special Pokemon than physical attackers there. And we should actually switch out. Oh my gosh, why is this so bright? I have no idea, man. Alright, I'm gonna go heal up, and we're actually also gonna put Poseidon in the first position because Dingus, you know, we just gotta get out there, put out that Rain Dance as fast as we can. Primed and ready, we are gonna vibrate back onto the ocean. That's a Lapras climbing onto another Lapras. No, they're both Loki. My bad, I keep mistaking that. Maybe because, what am I talking about? It's totally 100% true. Anyway, looks like the puzzle in this gym involves pushing switches to do something. I'm not sure what that switch did. Maybe the lava was covering this bridge or something and we just like fixed it. But yeah, after we take on this trainer, we'll go find out and see if that is what was happening. And it looks like the gym leader here is going to be called Miranda. So it's going to be a nice, fiery, hot chick gym leader. Kind of like Flannery, I guess. Flannery's one of my favorite gym leaders if you guys didn't know or haven't, or you don't watch my Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire updates. And Poseidon once again gets one shot by the Flareon. You know, I think I might have, or you'd think that I would learn from my first mistake when we sent out Poseidon and he died in one shot to Flareon. But no, I don't, that's not the way that I work, at least. I learn from getting critical hits on Mr. Egg all day, every day. Man, I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be upset after this episode because Poseidon is definitely not showing up so far. I'm actually pretty disappointed myself, I'm not going to lie. I gotta be honest with myself, you know. I am confident that we can beat this gym, even with the odds against us right now, at least in level-wise. Maya is the only one that even compares to these gym trainers, so I can't even imagine what the gym leader himself is gonna be at. But right now, Dingus is almost caught up to the rest of the team. He's nowhere near as caught up in stats because he is obviously a Stunfisk. But, you know, I like to use these unconventional Pokemon, and most of the time they do tend to work out, or at least in regular Pokemon games they would work out. I'm not sure if in these kinds of Pokemon custom games, or fan-made games, or hacks, or whatever you like to call them. I know that this one's not technically a hack, so I don't call it a ROM hack. But in this fan game, it's very similar to hacks in that a lot of the times the trainers and whatnot will be a lot stronger, so I don't know how good Dingus will be in this. So far, I mean, at least he's able to survive a hit, unlike Poseidon. Couldn't even survive a hit, you know. So, looks like Mr. Egg and Mai will instead be our main men up at this gym. Man, we are, either we get a crit or we get a flinch. This Air Slash is being really, really strong so far, and I love it, man. Did I mention I was really hungry? But I have to go to bed soon. It's actually 7 AM right now when I'm recording this, and I still haven't gone to bed, and Fabi is here now. Man, are you just rubbing in the fact of, like, Pokemon that I've ended up having to let go of? Fabi we had to let go of, obviously, because we were playing Nuzlocke in that playthrough. Why are you using Ember? Girl, why are you Mufasa using Ember? That didn't really make sense, but, I mean, Fabi kind of looks like a lion, so it could be Mufasa. Though I guess it would be more like Nala, if we're talking Lion King here, you know. Nala's the girl lion, right? He's not Mufasa's interest, it's Simba's interest is Nala. So I don't know what Mufasa's wife was in that movie. Anyway, let's revive Poseidon real quick and see if the third time is the charm, alright? I still believe. If you believe, leave a like or let me know in the comments that you believe in Poseidon. And let all those people that are upset that Loki is gone know that Poseidon can do it. Even though so far he's really not doing it. But yeah, I can press the switch to drain the lava. So yeah, I guess we do have to drain the lava in order to be able to cross these bridges. What is going to happen here? I have no idea. It looks like these stairs just lead down into the lava. We're probably going to have to turn it down even lower. Hiker Michael, tell us how it's done. Oh god, another physical attacking fire type. Well, time to get out of here. We're gonna go into Mr. Egg once again and just hope, because I already know that he's gonna go for like a flare blitz. Oh, he went for Fire Fang instead, which definitely wouldn't have done. Oh my goodness, never mind. If that crit would have landed on Poseidon, that would not have been good. Let's hope for the flinch here. Can we get it off again? No, Mr. Egg. We got lucky too many times with Mr. Egg. The fifth time, not gonna happen. But I don't know if you guys noticed earlier, I gave Mr. Mai. Why did I just call him Mr. Mai? I guess it Mr. Mime. Maybe that was the theory or the way I was going with my words. Dark Pulse and Thunder Punch. I think I already had Dark Pulse before, but Thunder Punch, a new move for Mai here. So maybe that'll be helpful. Not really against this gym, because obviously fire types. But if there is like a fire flying type, the only fire flying type I can think of is Talonflame. And I don't think he's in this game. And if he is, I doubt he's going to be in this gym. Other than that, there's Ho-Oh and Moltres, two legendary Pokemon. So I highly doubt that we're going to be seeing a Moltres or a Ho-Oh in this gym. So really, other than that, there's no water fire types. So that Thunder Punch is not going to be very helpful in this gym. I guess it is another good, like, just random coverage move, though. So let's go for the Mud Bomb here. I don't know if in this generation you can even burn. Oh my gosh. As I say burn, we get burned. Thankfully, Mud Bomb is, special move. So, oh my gosh. And we lower the accuracy. Things are looking up for us, guys. Things are looking up. Ooh, he's gonna miss. Thank goodness we got that accuracy drop earlier. But, yeah, I don't think you can burn fire types with Scald in this game. I don't know if that was introduced in X and Y or what. But I just have a feeling that we can't do it, so I'm not even going to attempt to go for the Scalds, because either way, even if we do go for the Scald, even if we, wait, what's it called? Man, I lost my train of thought. It's a water move, so yeah, since the sun is up and shining and we get critical hitted, which I'm totally okay with that, man. No, critical hits for days. Let's go for Lilu. I have a feeling that Lilu might be faster than this Flareon, and as I think back, Flareon, I'm a steel type right now, so we are not going to be faster than a freaking Flareon, and I'm just an idiot. Gosh, can this glitch please stop happening to me? It's so annoying. I gave Lilu Aura Sphere, and we are actually faster somehow. Alright, good job, Lilu. You're the best. But yeah, a lot of people told me, you know, why'd you remove Lucario's signature move, man? That's not cool. You can't do that, so I gave him back to it. Okay, next up, Infernape. This is not going to go well because it's a fighting type, and we're a half ice type, so why do I continue to put Poseidon up against these terrible matches for him? The world will never know. We do have Psychic, though, and we're not going to get to use it. Unless the miracle happens. The miracle is not going to happen. You know, at this point, I'm just messing up myself. I'm purposefully making Poseidon look bad right now. Not really purposefully, but unintentionally making Poseidon look bad right now. Because I'm such a noober, man. Okay. Let's just go for an overheat. We can do it. I believe in us. Thank goodness he had to use that Calm Mind. Really helping us out here. I thought for a second, you know, let's just go for the overheat. Why not? The sun is out. We can do a lot of damage with it. And we actually did do a lot of damage with it. So I'm pretty sure we can take him out with a Thunder Punch to the face now. That Calm Mind's not going to help you, bro. I mean, I know Infernape like the back of my hand. I don't even get that saying, and I know that that's true. Infernape's one of my favorite Pokemon. I've used one almost every generation. I've tried to integrate one into my competitive battling teams. So, yeah, I really don't get that term, though, because I feel like, at least for myself, oh god, what is going on between your legs, Heatmore? I've never understood what is going on with this Pokemon. If someone understands, let me know, because Heatmore, what are you doing, man? What is that? I mean, I can try and explain it, but it's gonna be gross no matter what, so we'll just avoid it. But yeah, at least for myself, I don't really know the back of my hand or the palm of my hand, if that's the way you say the saying. I think it might be the palm of your hand. I don't know either of those very well. I know there's an M on it, but I'm pretty sure there's an M kind of shape with the on everyone's hands. Alright, let's see. We can press the switch to drain the lava, as if that wasn't a little bit obvious. I think this might be up to the gym leader now, so we're definitely gonna need to go heal up before taking her on. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about Charizard! So many people in the comments must have told me by now that Charizard is a fire and flying type, and oh my gosh, I'm a genius. That's why we got Thunder Punch on Mai. GG, man. That's why we did it. We did it. That was the reason why we have Thunder Punch on Mai. I knew that she was gonna have Charizard all along. What are you talking about? Alright, one last chance for Poseidon to prove himself to us in this fire gym at least. Who knows if maybe in the Elite Four he might come through, but I really wanted him to prove himself in this gym specifically, and obviously so far it has not happened. So this is his final chance. Otherwise, I'm gonna go back to that hiker and beg him to please give us Loki back somehow. But anyway, as you guys know, I am a genius of Pokemon. That's why I am one of the top 3 now, I think, Pokemon channels here on YouTube. Genius, Fire, Flying type, Talonflame, Moltres, Ho-Oh, and obviously Charizard. Haha. You guys, see, I was joking earlier, you know? You guys thought that I wasn't, but I was joking earlier. Alright, here's the gym leader. We're gonna save because I have a feeling this is not gonna go well. But my hopes are high. They're really not high at all. You came just in time. I was about to leave. Let's make this battle quick and fun, okay? Good luck. No, wait! I want to challenge this Tim too, yo! I am sorry, this person was here before you. You'll have to wait until tomorrow. I'm done after this battle. But Moe's can't get all the badges before me. It's not fair. Well, why don't we have a double battle? What? Holy moly, plot twist. We are gonna have a double battle with the Swag Master himself. It's Jake. Let's pretend this is still my first time taking on this gym. It is Miranda, the Fire-type gym leader, who's going to start off with Houndoom and Camerupt. Lesson learned, Jake is literally useless in this battle, and we need to take out that Houndoom. 2 lessons learned. First off, I'm going to try and set up my Rain Dance. Whoa, never mind. He's actually going to miss that Fire Blast, which is really, really good for us, because now we get to set up the Rain Dance, so obviously all of their fire moves and whatnot are going to be a lot less powerful. So yeah, good start to this battle, way better than the last time, but one lesson is definitely learned from this battle. Jake is completely useless throughout most of it, and Poseidon survives for the first time in forever. Oh my gosh, Poseidon, have you finally become the Messiah that we needed you to be for this gym? I don't know, man. Things are definitely looking up, though, especially since we managed to take out that guy. And just as I say that, Poseidon is down. But hey, this is definitely looking better. The first time I challenged this gym, Poseidon died the first turn, and basically Houndoom managed to sweep through the entire rest of my team. I mean, we definitely took out a lot of our other Pokemon, but Poseidon never died. So anyway, Dingus here, with that Rain Dance boost, also having Scald, and Camerupt being 4 times weak to it. There is no way that this guy is not gonna die. You know who is gonna die though is Scrafty here. Good job, Jake. I mean, you know, Scrafty's pretty swaggy and all, man, but as far as being useful in this gym, oh, no, hold on. Here he comes. Here's a bit more of a useful Pokemon than Jirachi. Or, sorry, a bit more of a useful Pokemon than Scrafty. It's Jirachi, guys. Hold up. The Jirachi is here. He's totally gonna help us win this. Pretty sure she is going to revive her camera up there. And you know, I really talked a lot about how there was no way that the camera up was going to survive. And then guess what happened? The camera up survived, and of course the Emboar has to go for Dingus. Couldn't go for that Jirachi. No, there is no way that you couldn't have gone for that Jirachi, man. Alright, well, oh man. I guess I'll go for Mr. Egg. I'm pretty sure the Emboar is a half fighting type, so maybe some air slashes will take that guy out. Also, We won't really die to any fire or that earth power that we see that Camerupt has. So I don't think there's anything that these two guys, at least, the two Pokemon out on the field right now, can really do against Mr. Egg. There is Superpower, which would be neutral against us because we're not Fairy type in this game. Man, I really, really wish Mr. Egg was a Fairy type in this game. And Jirachi, proving to be just as helpful as Scrafty. Alright, good choice there, Jake. Wonder what his next Pokemon's gonna be. That's right, it's Aggron. You know, you think that he can't get any more useless, but guess what? He can. He's got Aggron, a Steel type. Bringing a Steel type to a Fire gym. He brought 2 Steel types and a Dark fighting type to a Fire gym. A Fire gym with a bunch of Pokemon that can take out Dark fighting types. You know, I guess he couldn't have expected his Scrafty to be taken out so easily, but come on, man. Aggron and Jirachi. You're really gonna bring... Alright, I'm gonna stop real quick. Basically, lesson learned off of this is that, yes, Jake is completely useless in this battle. Hopefully, yep, no more full restores for that Ambor, so it's finally gonna get taken out. And now, what's her next Pokemon gonna be? She's still got 3 more Pokemon to reveal. Gosh dang. We are not in a good spot. Thankfully, the next thing is Chandelure, so we can take that out with a Dark Pulse from Mai, probably. And now that Aggron is dead, guess what? You know, you may have thought that Jake had 6 Pokemon to help us out in this gym since we've got 6, but nope. Here it comes. It's Jake's next Pokemon, nothing. So we are now 1 versus 2 against this gym. And let me just tell you, things are not looking good. Oh gosh, that is gonna hurt. But hopefully, okay, it does not kill us. Let's please get the flinch. Please get the flinch. Oh gosh, really? You're gonna set up the Stealth Rocks, man? That's just not fun. You know, that's just not fun. Alright, if we can survive this Fire Blast, Camerupt is done. But we can't survive the Fire Blast. Of course. Of course not. Alright, let's send out Mai here now and hope somehow. I think we can one-shot that Chandelure with Dark Pulse right now. So, we'll just do that. Of course he's gonna roar us out. More Stealth Rock damage. That is awesome. You know why that's awesome, especially? Because we've got Focus Sash on Lilu, so... this is just going exactly as planned. Can we be faster than these two guys? Of course not. Goodbye, Lilu. We don't have the Focus Sash anymore because of freaking Stealth Rocks. So goodbye, Lilu. That was a useful turn. I probably should have just not wasted that turn, just used it up to revive a Pokemon. But again, I'm pretty stupid. Okay, Tetra can definitely survive an Earth Power at least. So we're good in that aspect. But still, 2 more Pokemon to be revealed aside from these 2 that are out on the field right now. So I am just going to use this time to actually heal up. Honestly, man, I could put some faith in Poseidon. But I just think in this case, Mr. Egg is a little more useful. And we might actually survive another turn. Nope. I thought Tetra might live that Shadow Ball. And therefore take this Earth Power obviously coming in from Camerupt. Or a Fire move. Okay, why Stealth Rocks again? Did you... Alright, well, thanks for the 3 turn, man. I really appreciate that. I will now proceed to take out Chandelure. That is if we can survive the Fire Blast. Oh my gosh, that was so lucky. We barely survived that. It didn't die. The Chandelure did not die, ladies and gentlemen. The Chandelure did not freaking die. You know, at least that means we got another turn to heal up another one of our Pokemon. And I am going to choose this time... gosh darn. I have no idea, man. Let's just go for Dingus. Those Stealth Rocks are definitely very annoying right now, though. I don't even know if we can pull off this battle, especially because Jake is just so gosh darn useless, man. Alright, Dingus, can you prove yourself as a valuable member of this team? Probably not. Oh my gosh, the burning too. Wait, what? What did you just get hit by, Chandelure? Oh, Lava Plume. Well, thanks for that, Camerupt. I really sure appreciate that, man. You know, thank you so much for that. Volcarona is gonna be her last Pokemon, and that is something that I don't think we can handle at all. So thank goodness that she has a Volcarona. All I can hope for, man, we just like hit a Scald, that would be awesome. No, we're dead. Alright. Thank you, Dingus. Wait, that's not even her last Pokemon. She's got another one. Did I say last or next Pokemon? I have no idea, man. There's no way we're gonna win this, though. I am so hungry right now. I might just, well, obviously we lost, but... Honestly, I don't even know, man. We can take this like an Ash Ketchum episode. You know, sometimes he loses in the gym, sometimes we're gonna lose in the gyms. And I don't think I can try that again. So honestly, that is probably gonna be this episode. I mean, I know a lot of you guys were upset over Loki. Poseidon, even though, you know, he is Loki in disguise, like a Transformer is, you know, they're in disguise as cars. Loki's in disguise as the Loch Ness Monster Lapras thing. I don't know how we're gonna beat that gym. So I'm gonna do some more training off screen. Maybe that'll be enough. Maybe Jake will somehow grow a brain between episodes. I don't know. We gotta hope for a miracle. And that miracle might be Mr. Egg. Something else. I don't know. Let me know if you have any ideas in the comments, because otherwise we're in a pickle right now. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.